How many people have heard of composite construction? Well, according to Wikipedia, composite construction is a generic term to describe any building construction involving multiple dissimilar materials. It is not to be confused with composite order, which is a specific order of classical architecture that combines elements of Ionic and Corinthian orders. Until recently, all aircrafts were made of aluminum. AOP magazine states that the idea of composite construction aircraft dates all the way back actually to World War II. However, technology was not advanced enough yet, so aluminum was the best choice to wear. The three main reasons composite construction is used to build aircraft today instead of aluminum is it's stronger, it's lighter, and unlike aluminum, it can be molded into any shape. As previously stated, there are three main reasons that composite construction is used for modern aircraft, but this first reason is also the most prominent. Composite construction is simply stronger. The component parts comprising a composite construction consist of a core material, a reinforcing material, and a resin binder. Each of these substances alone has very little strength, but combined properly together, they become a composite structure that is very strong. To further explain the structure of the core material, keeps the reinforcing fibers separated so that it can be kept maximum textile strength. The reinforcement fibers carry a heavy burden or load. They must be properly oriented to achieve maximum potential. The resin keeps the fibers in place so that they can actually maintain straightness and deliver their maximum strength. The resin also binds the fibers to the core. In structural engineering, such as with aircrafts, composite construction exists when two different materials are bound together so strongly they act together as a single unit for a structural point of view. According to sportair.com, in order to take advantage of this principle, a sandwich panel is designed with two working skins on the outside that are separated by a lightweight core. This type of design concentrates the strength in the area of high stress, such as inside the wing, and outer stress while reducing the weight in the area of the low stress. Thin aluminum is used in general aviation construction, cannot be compound curved, and can still carry structural bands and loads. This causes increasing drag in some areas if improperly engineered. The next reason composite construction is used has more than one advantage over aluminum. Composite construction is lighter than aluminum. While safety tolerances for metal structures are often designed, 1.5 to 1 lightweight reinforced composites allow over-design by factors of several times, increasing both safety and performance. Ribs, or more contemporary types of construction, are used to achieve this high strength with a lower weight. In an aircraft, ribs are forming elements of the structure of like a wing. They often consist of sheet metal, which has upturned edges and has weight-saving holes cut into. Since composite construction is lighter than aluminum, the lightness factor also makes it cheaper. Because the setup of the hydro process when making aluminum, there is a high per unit cost due to the weight, unless large batches are produced at one time, in which case inventory carry costs increase, making the weight heavier in more ways than one. Last but not least is the third main reason that modern aircrafts are used composite construction instead of aluminum. Composite construction can be molded into any shape. There's no set mold. Composite construction materials are called moldless construction materials. It kind of sounds a bit confusing, but it's really simple. Moldless construction, as the name infers, does not use a mold of any sort. This technique allows the builder to construct a part by forming a basic core material in a desired shape and then laminating the reinforcing material into shaped pieces to make up the final part. The core structure, usually like a foam material, allows the builder to employ virtually any shape desired. It could be more accurately be called an internal mold, or internal molded construction, because a form does not need to be made. This form is covered by reinforcement and often stays the finished part. The internal form differs from a classical male mold because it must be made from materials durable enough to be put into service when the part is complete. Moldless parts must be built from the bottom up with compatible materials throughout the entire core. The final surface will only be as good as the work done on below. What effort is expended to build parts this way is mostly done to create the shape and to achieve a smooth outer surface. In contrast, molded fabrication, such as with aluminum, uses a mold to build the parts instead. Molded fabrication offers less flexibility or versatility. Using the method of molded fabrication is very similar to assembling the parts of like a model airplane. As can be seen, composite construction aircrafts have many advantages, more than disadvantages, over aluminum aircrafts. Now you can understand how exactly composite construction aircrafts are stronger, lighter, and can be molded into any shape, more than their aluminum counterparts. The well-known Boeing's website, Boeing.com, even states that composite construction provides a way to allow an open architecture that will be at the heart of Boeing systems, such as the 787, which will be more simplified than today's airplanes and offer increased functionality. Since my father and husband are both personal aircraft pilots, aviation and new aviation technology is often a topic brought up at the dinner table. We own a 1971 Piper Cherokee 140, which for an aircraft is really not as old as it sounds. It is, of course, made of traditional aluminum. However, with the production of composite construction aircrafts on the rise, we too may soon have a plane in our future that is stronger, lighter, and sleeker in design. Well, maybe not soon, but we can all hope and dream, can't we? Now, does anybody have any questions?
Are there any manufacturers today building general aviation airplanes out of composites?
Yes, there is Cirrus Aircraft, Lance Air, and the Diamond D Jet and the Diamond D 140. Any other questions? Okay, well, I thank you all for coming out and listening, and I hope I have informed you well and you have learned a little bit about composite construction aircrafts. Oh. Just to show you all, this is a model airplane of the Piper Cherokee 140, kind of like the one we own. It is a wooden model airplane. Its forms made out of aluminum, and like I said in my speech, it's kind of like putting together the parts of a model airplane with molded construction. With new technology, you don't have the individual parts. Everything is one fluid movement, kind of like one fluid movement. So, everybody see? You want to see? Huh? Thank you.
Okay. It was almost 10 minutes
Right.
altogether.